The title of today's lecture and interview is called The Power of the Two Types of Apologies in Legacy Therapy. The Power of the Two Types of Apologies in Legacy Therapy. That there are two types of apologies, and each one has a unique power to it, might come as a little bit of a surprise. You just always thought, most people thought, well, you apologize, you're apologizing. That's it. But there's really two underlying dynamics, and each one has an enormous power to relieve stress, to relieve anger, to cut down the desire for revenge. It basically, mental detoxification process is initiated through these apologies. Many people find it hard to apologize if they didn't do anything wrong. They say, why should I apologize? I didn't do anything wrong. If they've done something wrong, people say, well, I'm sorry. It was my fault. I made a mistake. Many people can't do that even. It's hard for them to face that it's their fault or they made the error. But even for those people who can face it, are able to see this, so yes, I can see I created this or I co-created this. It's not totally my fault, but I'm going to apologize for my part of this. And then the people say, you know what, I'm totally innocent. There's nothing for me to apologize. I refuse to apologize. I just won't do it. Why should I? It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my mistake. It's not my problem. The fact that this person is miserable and the relationship is ruined, well, so be it. What can I do? I didn't do it. It's not my fault, not my mistake. Just have to let it be what it is. Well, I've got some good news, very good news. I can tell you how you can even apologize when it's not your fault. I'm going to show you how you can apologize with sincerity when it's not even your fault. And here's the secret to that second type of apology. You all know about the first type. It's my fault. I'm sorry. It's totally my fault. Or I certainly co-created. You understand that. Everybody understands that one. The second type is, I'm sorry you got upset from what I did. I'm sorry you got upset from what I said to you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. So you're not saying you did anything wrong. You're saying, sorry you're upset because I didn't want to upset you. I'm going to give you some examples from my own life, and they're part of my legacy. In fact, my son witnessed one of them, and it was a powerful example for him. I was raised within the Jewish religion. I had a very important teacher in my life was my Aunt Herminer, my Uncle Louis, Orthodox Jews. I studied Torah with them. I was often in their home for Passover. We'd be praying together, going to synagogue together, and so forth. But the fact that it became another religion was seen by my aunt and uncle, or particularly by my aunt, as a betrayal. You betrayed our faith, you betrayed the heritage, and she took it very personally because she was a very important aspect of bringing me into the teachings of Judaism, the teachings of Torah. In fact, I remember as a child, to be studying the Torah, she said, whoa, what a Torah book, he's studying Torah, this is beautiful. And now here I was, in her opinion, not Jewish anymore. My aunt felt betrayed. And I think she actually said, well, you're anti-Semitic now, which is a horrible thing. It's terrible. And so she was offended, she was hurt. And at family gatherings when I passed through New York, I don't think she was, as I recall, she wouldn't come to the gatherings. So that one time, we're at my Aunt Frida's house in the Bronx. My son was with me. He was at the time maybe 12. And we invited my Aunt Herminer over, my Uncle Louis was sitting at the table. And this is where I began to understand the power of the apology. I was 31, I'm now 74, so it was a long time ago. Now, let's see, I wasn't 31. I was probably about 36, 37. Anyway, not sure of the age, but here's the point. I was sitting there and I said, I want to apologize for the hurt that I've caused you, for the offense that you feel, for the disrespect you feel. I didn't mean that. I mean no disrespect. I love you. I love my Jewish heritage. I apologize. Please forgive me. I wasn't apologizing for doing something wrong. I was apologizing for the pain that I caused her. And I'll never forget what my Uncle Louis said. He looked at my son and he said, "Be a man like your father."